It's been 2 years since you elected me as your voice at City Hall. As your London Assembly member, it's my job to stand up for you and our great boroughs against Sadiq Khan. I'm also a proud champion of both our boroughs, working to make Bexley and Bromley an even better place to live, work and raise a family. That's why over the last 2 years, I've thrown myself into campaigning and working with local residents, councillors, members of parliament and community groups to support causes to improve our area. Working on campaigns such as, I've been fighting against Sadiq Khan's nighttime closures of our police front counters in Bexley Heath and Bromley, a direct contradiction of his own manifesto. And I've also been campaigning for more neighbourhood police bases, replacing the ones he previously shut. Vehicles for our neighbourhood police teams so that they can actually spend more time on patrol and less time waiting for the bus. And new dedicated town centre police teams to free up our safer neighbourhood teams to patrol the residential areas. Cleaning up our rivers. Getting the Superloop to stop in Bexley Village. Ensuring new building fire regulations aren't easy to bypass. Fighting for more reliable bus services in our rural communities like Biggin Hill. Fighting for justice for drivers fined on the A20 due to inadequate TfL signage. Bringing the DLR to Belvedere. I've also been challenging Sadiq Khan on his record of failure as Mayor of London. I published a report looking at how we can crack down on fare evasion. £190 million a year is being stolen from honest, fare-paying passengers, and that's not on. And my report looked at how we can fix that. I'm campaigning for action to tackle vehicle theft. Too many people across Bexley and Bromley are having their cars stolen. Towns in my constituency are some of the worst affected in the country, which is why I want the ULEZ cameras used to tackle crime, not tax drivers. Defending our precious green belt and parks. Working to ensure that places like Wickham Common and Spring Park aren't closed off to the public for use for things like festivals. I walked the 170-mile London Loop in 8 days to celebrate our rural green and blue spaces across London. When Sadiq Khan broke his promise to Londoners and announced he wanted to build on London's green belt, I've been one of the leading voices against it. Are you a liar or a lapdog? And I've been campaigning to improve our roads. Since 2016, when Sadiq Khan became mayor, he has gutted £20 million. That's over 90% of the money TfL gives to councils to fix potholes on the principal road network. He's also halved the money given to councils for road safety improvements. Worse, he's using what's left of that budget to try to impose an anti-car agenda onto councils. My report, Lip Service, the crumbling state of London, puts forward positive, forward-looking ways of how we can address this, from raising the extra money we need by devolving road tax to London, to some of the more technical changes, like changing the way the funding pots are managed. I'm using my platform to put forward proactive ideas of how we can fix problems as I see them. So what can residents expect from me over the next 2 years? Here's my plan to continue to make Bexley and Bromley even better. Saving our green belt. I will oppose Sadiq Khan and this Labour government's plans to build on our precious green belt. To get developers building on the brownfield site that there's ample of, I will continue to call for developers who own undeveloped brownfield sites to be banned from putting in applications to concrete over our precious green spaces. Will you ban developers from building on the green belt if they own undeveloped brownfield sites? Yay or nay, Mr. Mayor? Back our local police. I'll make sure that our local police have the tools they need to tackle crimes in local neighbourhoods, such as burglaries, car theft, muggings and shoplifting. Stop the war on motorists. I oppose ULEZ expansion. I will oppose this Labour government's plans for pay per mile. I will oppose Sadiq Khan's plans for a family car tax. I will campaign for real road safety action to make our roads safer for all road users, not as an excuse to attack the motorists. So lots done, but lots still to do as I continue to fight for you at City Hall.